Hi, everybody. My name is Cynthia Ruiz. I am an author. I'm a professor, executive coach, leadership expert, do all kinds of amazing stuff. And I'm really excited because today I'm going to be interviewing one of my all-time favorite Gen Zers. Yes, Gen Z. So, Caine Monroy, I first met Caine Monroy when he was only 9 years old. He's now 18. And I met him through this amazing project called Caines Arcade. So he's all grown up and he's 18 now. So we're going to hear about what he's doing today. So help me welcome Caine Monroy, the Gen Z entrepreneur. Hi, Caine.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. I'm doing amazing. I feel blessed. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. So, first of all, Caine, tell me, what is a Gen Z entrepreneur? What does that mean?
Gen Z. Gen Z entrepreneur means somebody. Gen Z is really a lot of people in Gen Z are very, I would say, responsible. So being a Gen Z entrepreneur really makes me, and I'm really a socially responsible entrepreneur. There's a lot of ways you can be an entrepreneur, and there's like some bad stuff, some good stuff, and there's always entrepreneurs who have good values in their company, and that's what we as Gen Z people always try to have: good values and support a good cause and have a good cause.
And
So
so
that's
I
what makes
know
us.
with your whole Gen Z entrepreneur, you're actually working with young people and
Hmm.
teaching them to use their imagination to make money. Tell me
Hmm.
about that.
So I have this mission of trying to teach Gen Z and everybody how to use their imagination to make money. And I think the best way to mentor everybody, because I'm only one person, I can't mentor everybody like a one-on-one. The best way is to write a book. So I'm gonna be writing this book. It's gonna be pretty much about. It's gonna be. It's gonna be like a little formula of what I've done. Then I'm gonna get some people, like a couple of my mentors in my circle, and I'm trying to put them in the book. You get me? And I'm gonna show how these people use what I'm talking about and how I use it in my life to make millions, to be successful, to give like the life you want, and how everything was all done, and like being a social responsibly and having good values. So that's what I'm working on right now, and we have like an estimated done date. It's gonna be out in public, so everybody can read it around like it's gonna be year 2021 towards quarter 3, quarter 4 around there. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's really exciting. But we all know that everything started with Caines Arcade when you
Uh-huh.
were 9 years old. How has Caines Arcade, which had the little video, had over 10 million views? How did that impact your life?
It changed my life completely. Completely changed it. Um, I was just another kid out there, just hey, mm, it opened doors for me. That was one of the best things that happened to me. It opened a lot of doors. It gave me a little boost, and it showed me that if you put the work in, the more lucky you get. You get me? If you put the work in, anything can pretty much happen. It's about being consistent with your work. And with the King Arcade, when I looked back at it, I was like, how come if I didn't do it? Because I went to my dad's work every single day for about 3 months. And I was like, if I was being lazy and only went once a week, maybe all this could not have happened. So when you're building your empire, try to be as consistent as you can, because once you start putting the work in every single day, you never know what's going to happen the next day. And some people call it luck, but I don't call it luck. I call it the more work you put in, the better results you get. Some people are just being lucky. You don't be lucky. You don't get work in, so put the work in. And that's what I saw. That was one of my things right there that I look back at. I was like, you put the work in and never given up. And those are two. That's what two takeaways that I've got from it. And yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing because with that experience of Caines Arcade, you got to travel to Paris to
Mhm.
speak at a conference. You got to travel to the White House. You spoke at USC. You had all these amazing experiences. but my favorite is you're actually a TEDx speaker, 2 times TEDx speaker.
Huh.
So weren't you afraid to speak in front of all these people?
I forgot about all the traveling part because I was making Caines Arcade. I was just focused on having a business, but then all the other stuff came on after. But um, yeah, I was pretty scared. A lot of people don't know I had a speech problem when I was younger. I still have it today. So who would think a person having a speech problem would be able to influence all these people doing like TED Talks and stuff like that? So it's one of my biggest accomplishments of like fighting your insecurities or like something that you're scared about. So I was really scared of going up on stage by myself and talking to people. Who likes to do that? Some people like doing it, but when I was little, I did not like doing that at all. It was one of my biggest like nightmares ever. So I really liked it. I, I liked doing the speaking part. It gave me it was just cool seeing like people being inspired by my story. You get me? I don't know. I just think like I just loved it a lot. I just love talking to people and being able to inspire people and help them and like being able to like push them like to be better than who they are today. A lot of people just need somebody to be inspired by. They're just like stuck in their job and like they're just like, how do you say, like drenched or like I don't know, just like exhausted. Once you see something cool, like a cool story, something that inspires you, it really gives you motivation and that makes you happy. Then like you're refreshed. And a lot of people have different like they look at my story differently. So I have somebody telling me that like, oh, this brought me ideas like to when I was younger and I was being creative. This made my son so inspired to start his own business. I feel like my video like it touches a bunch of areas. Everybody has their own unique story about how it touched them. So, yeah.
So you've inspired so many people
Mhm.
with your amazing story. Now, what are some of the books or people that have inspired you?
When I was younger, I would say I didn't like books. You get me? So when I was younger, I didn't look at books as being inspirational, but I looked at just like people who would hang out with, and so I'd always surrounded by a bunch of entrepreneur people. My grandpa, he came from Jerome, Arizona, very small town. His dad worked in the mining. They were pretty much started with nothing, and they came to LA. Then he entered the car business. He was first with like selling cars to having a junkyard, recycling parts. So he would buy a crash car and take all the parts out and sell them to people. And so I have like entrepreneur with my grandpa, then my dad. He has his own part business. And I would hang out with him pretty much every single day in the summer because my mom worked at a restaurant, so I couldn't go with her. I couldn't stay home alone, so I went with my dad. Then I'm just surrounded with my dad, being a business owner. Then my godfather, yeah, he works next door. And sometimes when I'd be bored of my dad's work, I'll just go hang out with my godfather. Then there he would just like I'll sit down in his office, then he would just like be working on stuff, answering phone calls. Then I just saw the life of being a business owner. Then I saw the life of I also saw my mom because my mom just worked a regular job. So like it made me realize my mom would always complain when she get home, like, oh, I'm so tired, like I hate working here, it's not fun. I just have to work here because like to feed me and everybody else. So I was like, like it made me want to be an entrepreneur when I'm older. It made me want to be a business owner. It made me a lot of people look at entrepreneurs like badly, oh, they just want a bunch of money and stuff like that. Well, I'm chasing the freedom and the money comes with it. So, I feel like one of the best assets is time. And I just want to have a bunch of time when I'm older to be with my family and just hang out and how would I say like relax, like just spending a bunch of time with them. And when you're working a regular job, I feel like that's not possible or how I want to do it. So I don't want to work a job when I'm older. I want to be an entrepreneur and be a socially responsible entrepreneur.
Well, Caine, your story is so inspiring because your message is you have to work hard and
Hmm.
never give up and walk through your fears. And now you're paying it forward by helping other young people establish their businesses. So I'm just so proud of you. And you've done all that, and you're only 18. And so
Uh-huh.
I remember reading an article in Forbes magazine about you, saying that you're going to be a billionaire in 30 years. How did that make you feel when you saw that article?
Made me feel that a lot of people have high expectations for me. But I thought to myself, I think it is possible, just put the work in, and you never know what empire you're going to be building, like, don't you, let me see how to say, don't think your imagination is useless, like your idea, your next idea you put onto the world, it can make the biggest impact. You get me? It could be like the biggest message ever. It could be like the next company that changes the world. You get me? So maybe be a billionaire. I could do a lot of things that I want to do. I could help out my family. It could give me the freedom that I want, and I just give back and help people. A lot of times, a lot of people donate a bunch of money, but the way I want to help people is giving them the resources. To give them resources doesn't cost money, but just giving them money, sometimes giving them money won't even help people. They'll just go spend it somewhere else. So what I want to do is maybe have like some type of school, have like a school, because I really don't like the school right now, the education we have right now for kids, and I experienced it. So like it's not too good. It's terrible, I'll say. And I wanna make a school when I'm older about entrepreneurship. Somewhere like a lot of people have to wait until they're in college to learn about entrepreneurship, and learning it in college isn't really. Sometimes you have professors who haven't even had a business or anything. They have like an expert in just in the books. But I want to make a college where people who probably I want to make a college where the professors there didn't even go to college, who have made billions, millions out of their businesses. I want to have a school that's going to change the educational world and make everybody want to put their kids there. So that's one of my goals.
Well, I certainly have to say that you have inspired me, and I'm so looking forward to, your future, because your future's so bright. You're really a rising star. So, Caine, for those of people that are watching that want to get a hold of you, how did they get in touch with you?
You can just go to my website, cainemonroy.com. So CAINEMONRY.com. And there's my Instagram there. There's email you can reach me at. And yeah, that's how you connect with me. And LinkedIn, you can connect on me on LinkedIn. So you just go on LinkedIn, look up Caine Monroy. You can add me, we can talk, we can go on a Zoom call. I'm always free to meet new people and make new friends.
And I know you're in college now, so
Hmm.
congratulations, and congratulations on all your success. And there you have it, Caine Monroy, the Gen Z entrepreneur, the rising star. Thanks,
Thank
Caine.
you. Thank you.